See, let us continue the next part of the chemical bonding and molecular structure. See, yesterday we have discussed the ionic bonding. What is ionic bonding? So the the bond formed by electrostatic force of attraction between positively charged ions or cations or negatively charged ions, anions. And how cations are formed and how anions are formed also I have shown you by taking different examples. For example, sodium chloride. Sodium loses one electron to form sodium ion, and chlorine gains one electron and forms chloride ion. So Cl is chlorine and Cl minus is chloride. It is not chlorine. That is why what is the formula? What is the name of NaCl? It is not sodium and chlorine, it is sodium chloride. Okay. Now another type of bonding, let us start today. That is covalent bonding. So this is another type of bonding. Now look here, what will happen is, suppose if a most electropositive element of the left hand side and the most electronegative element like halogen, if they are going to form a bond, then ionic bond is favorable. But see, sometimes what will happen is, if two elements of nearly same electronegativity have to form the bond, then ionic bond is not favorable, because both the elements may be having tendency to gain electrons. Then the best way to complete the octet is what? Sharing. This is the best way to complete the octet. Remember, a shared pair, during sharing, I will show you with example, a shared pair of electrons belongs to both the atoms. So for example, the cost of a tea is 10 rupee. So without 10 rupee, one cannot get a tea, remember. So two people having 5 rupees each in their pocket will never get a tea. And how they have to get a tea? They have to share those 5 rupees and should make into 10 rupees, and they have to buy the tea. And the benefit goes to both of them. And they should live henceforth together throughout their life. And that is how covalent bonding has been formed. And once the molecules forms covalent bonding, throughout their lifetime existence, they have to live as a molecule. Is it correct? Because there is a benefit of octet. Now look here. The simple definition of covalent bonding is this. A bond formed by, you write this, a bond formed by sharing of one or more electron pairs between two atoms is called covalent bonding. So what is covalent bonding? It is the force of attraction, or you can say bond, formed by sharing of one or more electron pair. So I have used the word one or more. One pair if it shares, what will happen? A single covalent bond will be formed. That is single bond. If two pairs are shared, sharing of two pairs, it forms a double bond. Understand? Then how a triple bond is possible? Tell me. How many pairs should share? 3 pairs. 3 pairs if they share, then the bond is called triple bond. So all these things I am going to explain now with different examples. Now before I give the example, during the formation of covalent bond, I told you in the Coastal and Lewis approach, noble gases, why they are the most stable element and they do not form compound? I told you they are octets, correct now? Except helium, which is a duplet, rest all noble gases are octets. That means they have 8 electrons in the outermost shell and they are the most stable, they don't form any bonding. Now, like ionic bonding, molecules are formed by covalent bonding also by completing the octets. While forming the octets, the shared pair of electrons we have to count for both the atoms. So this I will show you with examples. And before that, one more question may be asked. What is an octet? Either in the ionic bond or in the covalent bond. Say, define what is octet. Atoms acquire eight electrons around it, including the shared pair of electrons. Understand? Including the shared pair of electrons, atoms acquire 8 electrons around it, including the shared pair of electrons during bonding. During bonding. This is octet rule for bonding. Now some examples I will take. Remember, first period elements cannot form octet. What are the first period elements? Hydrogen and helium. See, helium is already a duplet. It will not form any compound. Helium is single. There is nothing called helium compounds in the universe. But hydrogen is not stable. And it can form only a duplet, and it cannot be octet. So octet rule is applicable from which elements? From the elements after second period. Okay. So for example, let me start with the duplet only. Single bond I will explain. Single bond or single covalent bond. Hydrogen. So electron Lewis dot structure, you know. What is the Lewis dot structure for hydrogen? 1s1. What is the Lewis dot structure for another hydrogen? This is also 1s1. Then what should happen? Sharing. This is the hydrogen with 1 electron. This is another hydrogen with 1 electron. Now these 2 electrons are shared. Is that correct? Now I will ask you a question. How many hydrogen is there with this? How many electrons are there with this hydrogen? 2. See, anything if you share, benefit goes to both of you. Anything you share, you can share. For example, you have to buy entrance textbooks. If two students are sharing a book, means what? What does it mean? Benefit goes to both of them, correct? They have invested for a single book, but they are sharing both. Then whether the book belongs to a single person? Huh? To whom the book belongs?
Both of them.
Both of them. That means this is a shared pair. It belongs to this, correct? It also belongs to this hydrogen. Do you agree?
Yes.
How many electrons are there with this hydrogen? 2. How many electrons are there with this hydrogen? 2. That means both are
Equal.
duplex. This hydrogen says I am having 2 electrons. This hydrogen also says I am also having 2 electrons. Because benefit goes to. In order to get the benefit, permanently they should live together, is it not? That means they are going to form a single bond till their life. And this is what we are writing as H2. And this is a duplex. Because there are only 2 electrons. And it is a single bond. This is Lewis electron dot structure for hydrogen. Now I will take another example. You can give a heading also. Lewis electron dot structure. Lewis electron dot structure. Let us form chlorine molecule. Chlorine molecule. Example 2, chlorine molecule. Okay, chlorine is a halogen and this is another chlorine halogen. You are already knowing how many electrons are there in the valence shell of chlorine? 7 electrons. So I will show you the electron dot structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 8, 7. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 70. What is the configuration of chlorine? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Is this correct? What is the configuration of another chlorine? 2, 8, 7. How many electrons are required for completing the octet of this? How many electrons are required for completing the octet of this? 1 electron. That means how many electrons they have to share? 1 pair. Okay, you are right. 2 electrons they have to share, or 1 pair of electrons they have to share. Then look here how I have read the bonding. Okay, concentrate. Single bond I am forming. This is one chlorine atom. This is another chlorine atom. Is this correct? Now, what are all the electrons which are not required to share? I will write first. Listen very carefully. They are also called with a name. They are called lone pairs. What they are called? What do you mean by lone pairs? Now you have to tell me how many lone pairs are here. Unshared electron pairs should be available in the valence shell. Where it should be available? Should be available in the valence shell, and it is unshared electron pair. Okay. This is one pair not required to share. This is another pair not required to share. This is another pair not required to share. Is it correct? Okay. Now what about this chlorine? This is one more pair. This is one more pair. This is one more pair. These three pairs on both the atoms completely belongs to these two particular atoms only. For example, these 6 electrons belong to this chlorine and never to this. These 6 electrons totally belongs to this chlorine and it is not shared with that chlorine. Now see the calculation, perfect calculation. This wants 8, but it is having 7. This also wants 8, but already it is having only 7. So what they do? One pair they share. Shared pair belongs to both of them. Now how many electrons are there with this chlorine? 8. How many electrons are there with that chlorine? What is the configuration of this chlorine? 2, 8, 8. What is the configuration of this chlorine? 2, 8, 8. Do you think electron number is increased? No. Since they have shared the electrons, I am contributing the shared pair benefit to both of them. It is always like that. That is the meaning of sharing. In normal life also, if you use some word sharing, what does it mean? The benefit goes to both the parties. That is called sharing. Now this is also octet, this is also octet. And how do you write this now? Cl, single bond, Cl, and these are unshared pair. And one word I used, no? Lone pairs. Do you remember this word? What is lone pair? They are the electron pairs available in the valence shell, but not participated in the bonding. While calculating octet, they are also going to be counted. Have you understood? Now, come on, give the picture of this octet. I write here equal to Cl2 molecule. Come on, give the picture of it. Cl2 in Cl2 molecule. In Cl2 molecule, each chlorine atom has. Come on, tell me. Has. Give the picture of the octet. Three lone pairs of electrons and one shared pair. Another name I will add. Another name I will give to the shared pair. What is it? Bonded pair. What is it? Bonded pair of electrons. Friends, see, now let us consider some more molecules. For example, if you take water molecule, example 3, water molecule. See, water has 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, and it is a duplet. Hydrogen is a duplet. Oxygen is an octet. Now, H2O is the formula. So look at this. This is one hydrogen, this is oxygen, and this is hydrogen. Electron dot structure. Hydrogen has one electron. Oxygen has how many electrons? 6 electrons, correct. And this hydrogen has one electron. So it is 1s2. This is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, and 1s1. This is 1s1. Correct? Now, Lewis electron dot structure for water molecule. So, central atom is oxygen. Bring hydrogen closer to it. Bring another hydrogen closer to it. Ask question to yourself. How many electrons this oxygen is in requirement? 2 electrons. If someone is in requirement of 2 electrons, how many electrons have to be shared? 2 electrons have to be shared. So, hydrogen is in requirement of 1 electron. Why? Because it has to complete the duplet. Oxygen is in requirement of 2 electrons because octet. So now what to do? 2 electrons of oxygen I will share. Look at this. So these are the 2 pairs of electrons which are called as lone pairs. They are called as lone pairs. And this is the electron which is supposed to be sharing with hydrogen. How many electrons are there with hydrogen? 2. It's a duplet. This is the electron belonging to oxygen and shared with hydrogen. How many electrons are there with this hydrogen? Again 2. Now, how many electrons are there with oxygen? And you show the electrons belonging to oxygen. And write the structure. H, O, H. And this is. Now you just watch what I am writing now. In water molecule, oxygen atom has 2 lone pair of electrons, 2 lone pairs and 2 lone pairs, and give the picture of the octet. 2 lone pairs. You give me the account of 8 electrons around oxygen. 2 lone pairs means 4 electrons. And 2 shared pairs called bond. This is the account of octet. Okay. Now let me take one more molecule. Example 4. Carbon tetrachloride. CCl4 is called what? Carbon tetrachloride. You know already chlorine is less by 1 electron to complete the octet. Is this correct? Then what about carbon? 4 electrons. Carbon is in requirement of how many electrons? 4 electrons. Which is the central atom then? Carbon. Carbon is in requirement of 4 electrons. Chlorine is in requirement of only 1 electron. Then how many chlorine should come? 4, right? Yes or no? 4 chlorine should come because maximum capacity of chlorine to share the electron is only 1 pair. So now look here. Cl Huh? Plus carbon. I'll not add plus. Directly I'll write the structure. Carbon. This is chlorine. This is chlorine. Okay. Carbon, chlorine, 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 chlorine. Huh? How many electrons around chlorine? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many electrons around this chlorine? Again 7. How many electrons around this chlorine? Again it is 7. And how many electrons around the last chlorine? 7. How many electrons around carbon? 4. Carbon wants how many? 4 more. Now, complete the octet of chlorine. This is the octet. This is the octet. This is the octet of chlorine. This is the octet of chlorine. Then what about carbon, whether it is an octet now? Yes. Carbon is also the octet. Carbon is also octet. Correct? Now I want answer from you. I will write the structure C, Cl, 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 Cl. In CCl4 molecule, you give me the account of electron pairs around carbon. Give me the account of electron pairs around carbon. Everybody know 4 pairs. I want the correct meaning. How many electron pairs around the carbon? How many electron pairs around the carbon? 4 what? 4. Carbon has 4 bonded pair. Any lone pair of electrons around carbon? Lone pair of electrons is 0. Suppose if the same question is asked for chlorine, what do you say? Give the account of octet of chlorine. Correct. Chlorine has, all of you are correctly concentrating? Chlorine has 3 lone pairs and 1 bonded pairs. Is it correct? Yes. So write this. Now I will take a molecule where formation of double bonds. What is the necessity of a double bond? This I will show you. I will give you one homework. I will give you one homework. I think example 5. You work out this CH4 methane molecule. You work out. This is homework to you. Methane molecule. Calculate methane molecule. This is homework to you. Because hydrogen should be duplet, carbon should be octet. You work out this. Now let me form formation of double bond. Formation of double bond. Yes. Look at the board, all of you. See, example 1. Consider oxygen molecule. Oxygen molecule. I'll write one oxygen, O. I'll write another oxygen. What is the electronic configuration? 2, 4. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. I'm sorry. 2, 6. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. 2, 6. Correct. And what about this oxygen? 2, 6. How many electrons are there in the valence shell? 6 electrons in the valence shell. Both the oxygen atom have 6 electrons in the valence shell. Now to complete the octet, are you concentrating? How many electrons are needed for this oxygen? 2. How many electrons are needed for this oxygen? 2 electrons. Then how do they share? How many pairs they should share? 2 pairs. Correct? They have to share 2 pairs. So then, like earlier what I have shown, you bring the 2 atoms or their orbitals closer. Bring the atoms closer. Write the lone pairs. Write the lone pairs first. 2 pairs which are purely belonging to this oxygen. Purely belonging to this oxygen. They have nothing to do with they have got nothing to do with bonding. Agree? Now, these 2 electrons from this oxygen and these 2 electrons from the other oxygen, they are sharing. How many electrons are there with this oxygen? How many electrons are there with that oxygen? What is the electronic configuration of this oxygen? 2, 8. What is the electronic configuration of this oxygen? 2, 8. Now this is also octet. This is also octet. Now how do I write the structure? O. Double bond O. Over? No. 2 lone pairs are here. See, this and all in your high school classes you have never seen. Or the correct electron picture till you learn chemical bonding was not seen. Here oxygen orbitals on the valence shell are having how many? 2 lone pairs are available over oxygen. And how many bonded pairs? 2 bonded pairs. Give the account of the octet. 2 lone pairs, 2 bonded pairs. And this only we are writing as what? I will once again not write. I have to write here. What to write? In case of oxygen molecule, each oxygen atom has 2 lone pairs and 2 shared pairs or bonded pairs. Got the point? Listening very carefully, is it not? Because I have got complex bonding to give as homework to you. Listen very carefully and try to understand. One more example I will take as an example for double bond. Carbon dioxide molecule. Carbon dioxide, what is the formula of carbon dioxide? CO2. You see here how many carbon atoms and how many oxygen atoms are here? 2 oxygen atoms. I will write the skeleton now. O plus C plus O. How many oxygen are? What is the electronic configuration? 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many electrons this oxygen need? 2 electrons. How many electrons are there with carbon? 4 electrons are there. How many electrons this carbon need? 4 electrons it needs. How many electrons this oxygen needs? Already 6 are here. 2 electrons. 2,6. 2,4. Have you understood the type of bonding now? What to do? Tell me. I read the carbon at the center. Now tell me. What to do? So, I don't know how many of you are following. 2 electron with that oxygen. 2 electron with other oxygen. Huh? So here how to write? Come on, write the electrons which are not participating in the bonding. 4 electrons, correct? And these are the 2 electrons which are participating in the bonding. Then tell me, is it an octet?
Yes.
Then what about this oxygen? You tell the electrons which are not participating. These are the 2 pairs. What about the other pair? That is participating in the bonding. And whether that oxygen is octet? Correct now? Now what about the central carbon? Whether this is octet? Surely it is an octet. Now what is the structure of carbon dioxide? I will take it in the bottom. C double bond O double bond O. 4 electrons I have to show. Correct. 4 electrons I have to show. 2 pairs. And this only we are writing as CO2. Now tell me, in case of carbon dioxide, give the picture of the octet of the carbon. 4 bonded pairs. And in fact, I have told you, a double bond has 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. This is a later aspect you have to learn. Maybe in the bridge course. A double bond has 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. That I am not telling you now. Both are bonds, both are bonded pairs. Give the picture of oxygen. Give the account of the octet of the oxygen. 2 lone pairs and? Huh? 2 lone pairs and? This is the octet of oxygen. Is it correct? And this is the example for double bond. Now, finally, we will take one example for triple bond. Formation of triple bond. So one example I will give you. Look here. Consider nitrogen molecule, N2 molecule. Watch very carefully. What is the electronic configuration of nitrogen? Come on. Atomic number is 7. 2, 5. 2, 5. 1s2. 2s2, 2p3. Half filled p orbitals. How many electrons are there in the valence shell? 5 electrons. That is why yesterday's class is very, very important. I have shown you the electron dot structure for entire second period. Do you know? And what I told you? When you go down the group, in any group, same number of electrons you have to keep, I told you. For example, I had written the electronic structure, dot structure for fluorine. And what are there in the halogens after fluorine? Chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. They were all having how many I told you? 7 electrons. If you know oxygen, you know sulfur. That is the memory of the periodic table. I told you, compulsory it is. How to remember the periodic table, particularly P block and S block. No what? Excuse. Those who don't know periodic table can't learn bonding. They are all linked to one another. Now look here, formation of a triple bond. Nitrogen has how many electrons? 5 electrons. Maybe you are understanding why I am writing here. Why I am writing here? You may be understanding. Because it is necessary to share 3 pairs. 5 plus 3 is 8 now. Already it is having 5. Then 3 more electrons are required means I will keep my 3 electrons, 2 remains, another 3, 3 plus 3, 6. 6 electrons shared pair, plus 2, unshared pair, lone pair. Lone pair word tomorrow only you will forget? It will remember, correct? It will remain. Lone pair, several times you say. That word is very, very important. Suddenly you should understand what you mean by lone pair. It is not participating in the bonding. It is available in the valence shell. Available in the valence shell, but not participated in the bonding. So, come on. N. This is what pair? Lone pair. Now, how many electrons I should share? 3 electrons I should share. Now, how many electrons with this nitrogen? 8 electrons. How many electrons with this nitrogen? 8. Then come on, write the structure. N, triple bond, N. And this is lone pair. And it is N2. Now tell me, in case of N2 molecule, come on, tell me. Each nitrogen has 3 bonded pairs of electrons and each nitrogen has a return and 1 correct lone pair of electrons. So this is how the octet of what? Nitrogen is explained. Now one example I will keep you as homework here. Example, ethane. What is ethane? C2H2. This you can explain. This is homework. Actually, the one more example I will keep here. Okay? Ethene, this is the example, homework to you. Ethene. What is the formula of ethene? CH2 double bond CH2. So this formation you explain. Correct? Because I have shown you how to form the bonds and all. This you explain. So in the tomorrow's class is very, very important. Because some more complicated molecules I am going to take. And there are some steps. Today I have told you, see, some technically, someone is doing some work with a machine. With a machine, someone is doing the work. He is uneducated. He has been doing that work since so many years. But the technical part behind that, when it is asked to write, it becomes a page. And he was not knowing, he was doing the work. Now I have told you how to write the octet. I have not told you the steps. These are all can be put into certain steps, no? Suppose if some steps are asked, write the steps involved in writing the Lewis dot structure for formation of covalent molecules. If this question is asked, then also you should know. So, some steps. What are the steps involved? For example, steps are like this. collect all the electrons, all the valence electrons in your hand. Complete the octet of more electronegative atom first by moving the electron. Write the skeletal structure. Identify central atom based on knowledge or common sense. For example, NH3. Example for single bond. What may be the central atom? N. Move the electrons to complete the octet of most electronegative atom first. And how do you know electronegativity? Periodic table. Which is more electronegative? Who is on the right side? Without periodic table, can you try to learn chemistry? So first do that work. If you are not aware of periodic table, memorize complete P block elements and S block elements. So tomorrow I will continue the remaining part. Whatever molecules I have given you as homework, try to write the Lewis dot structure. This is one molecule you have to write. This is one molecule you have to write. Ethyl molecule you have to write. And in single bond also I have given some examples. I think with this we shall conclude today's class. Thank you.